Okay, so first of all, I'm going to ask you to say your name, and can you describe your job a little bit about your blog?
My blog.
Yeah.
My name is Jessica Lamb, and I am a content creator. At Diary of a Toronto Girl.
Yeah. And what exactly do you do on the blog?
So I write blogs, obviously. I shoot photos. I do all the marketing, SEO, and I work on my social media.
So is it everything like on blogs and Instagram? Or do you have
Yeah.
other social media as well that you work on?
I have Twitter and Pinterest for my blog.
Pinterest.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, for the second question, did you have any previous experience with writing blogs, or how did it happen that you decided to just fall into the industry, I guess?
Well, first I was writing for RU Student Life as a blogger, and then eventually I got a writing gig at Narcity, and then I started writing for Indie 88, and then that's how I got into my own blog.
Oh, so did you start that like afterwards? Like after you did all the blogging for other
Yeah.
social media?
Yeah.
Would be, how did you get the idea of blogging? Or when you applied to the jobs, did blogging as a job, or was that just like one of the criteria?
I think I was just trying to get experience in whatever I could, because I was like, in RTA we do like everything media, so I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I started writing, and then I liked it, so I wanted to have like my own place to write things.
So in RTA, do you do like radio and stuff too?
Yeah, it's like television, film, radio, writing, digital media, so it's everything. That's why I thought you might have applied for that.
How do you brand yourself as an online identity? So like what sort of people follow you, their ages, gender, like all the content you produce, like what type is it?
It's mostly younger females in Toronto, which is like who I am, so I guess it's like my demographic.
I would say that's me.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So for the branding yourself, like how would you brand yourself?
Well, do you mean like just on my social media?
Yeah, on your social media.
So I have like the same like description, I have the same profile photos and like that sort of thing, so it's like consistent on all my platforms. And then I have like the same like style.
Right. Yeah. Like it's very like what? Aesthetic?
Yeah.
I guess.
Minimal, I guess.
Minimal. Yeah.
Kind of minimal-ish.
That's
with some color.
minimal color.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it.
How do you find blogging or Instagramming different from like traditional entrepreneur work?
Well, like blogging and Instagramming, it's like branding yourself digitally. Like you have to like obviously be consistent across like all your platforms and like any of your websites, and yeah, it's like like getting your name out there.
Well, like when you compare it to, I guess, maybe creating like a physical shop or something.
Yeah.
Like, would it be very different, or do you find there's also like similarities to that?
Well, like online blogging and social media, it's like you're on the internet, so I guess it's like easier for people to find you and easier for you to market yourself.
Next is, have you ever encountered any difficulties or like negative aspects about your job or like the industry in general?
I find that there's like some like hate.
Like comments or like just in real life?
Both. Like there are obviously some other people who like are gonna be jealous and they're gonna say mean things about you.
Right.
And also if you write anything controversial, then there's gonna be hate comments.
Yeah.
And like it's on the internet, so like people think it's okay to just say whatever they want, and like they're not saying it to your face, so like they don't see how you feel.
Right. That's online, right?
Yeah.
How about in person? Did you like face any negativities maybe at like work? Or when you wrote for Narcity?
Yeah.
Was there anything like bad about that at all?
Not really. I worked from home mostly when I was working for Narcity. Yeah.
So it's like, was that part of like an internship type thing?
Kind of. Yeah, and then I started writing for them as a freelancer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you still do that?
No.
Because you have your own blog, right?
Yeah, and I have like my full-time job, so it's a lot of work.
How do you see your job changing in the future?
I think that like blogging is becoming more like popular and like everyone's trying to do it now. So I think like blogging and influencer stuff is the future.
Uh-huh.
Influencer marketing.
Do you think it's going to get too saturated, though? So it's going to be harder to, I guess, get recognition for it? It's because it's like YouTube, where
Yeah.
being a YouTuber is like getting more and more difficult because it's so saturated, right?
I think it already is very saturated, but there are people who like stand out, and like those are the ones who like are the up and coming.
How do you try to stand out yourself?
Well, I try to focus on like a lot of like Toronto things, because like my blog is Diary of a Toronto Girl. So like originally I wanted to like do like a fashion blog and beauty blog, but like I saw that wasn't working as well for me as like doing more Toronto stuff, because that's my market.
Right. So you do a lot of like food stuff?
Yeah, food and lifestyle and just anything in Toronto.
And has your blog led to like, I guess, making money? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like sponsorships and was there another word for that? Commissioning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sponsorships are like the biggest thing.
Do you get it often, or is it like sometimes they want you to write?
I would say a few times a month, which isn't a lot.
That's quite a bit,
it's
though.
Still like
It's
a
like
good
side
side
money,
job.
right?
Yeah.
Does it take a lot of work and like time too?
It does, but most of the time that I spend is like going to like events, which like I have to do because it's like you're marketing yourself to other people, to like PR companies, so like you have to like get out there and network. So I find that takes up most of my time.
That sounds fun.
It is fun, but it is very like exhausting. Yeah.
Like what kind of events would it be?
Well, yesterday I went to 2 food tastings and then 1 movie. The movie was fun.
Oh my god, that's so good.
And then today I have another food tasting. Yeah, it sounds like it's really fun, but it is a lot of work, like shooting photos and like having to edit the photos, do
you have to bring like a camera, like a legit camera, or like, what is that, 6?
7. And you don't have to bring a camera, but obviously you want to have like a nicer photos, so I do bring a camera.
For Instagram, for your blog.
Yeah.
That's fun. I want to do that. How did you start? Was it with the blogging?
It was with Narcity was what got my blog going, because people were reading my stuff on Narcity, so they saw my blog. So that's kind of how like I got into it, and then like Instagram really helped me to like grow.
Yeah, and you're still doing that, right?
Yeah, and also Sorry.
Go on.
I posted a lot in the Ryerson group whenever I wrote my blogs, like when I was
I saw
Ryerson.
that, and then I followed you.
Yeah. Yeah, that helped a lot also. So you should do that too. If you
what qualities or characteristics do you believe are important to be a successful entrepreneur?
You have to be very organized, and you have to like be able to keep a schedule and keep to it and follow it.
Do you think like personality-wise, maybe?
Personality? I think a lot of people think that you have to be like extroverted or outgoing to be in this field, but I'm super introverted.
No.
I really am. And yeah, so I don't think that you have to be extroverted. So that's the opposite of what you're asking, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, with blogging, you also get to be behind a screen, right? So you can express yourself like with words.
Yeah.
Without like, I guess. Well, you can write like with your personality, right?
Yeah.
Like it comes out on the page.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
So some people do YouTube, some people do.
Do you plan on eventually blogging full time?
I might like to in the future, but I like the stability of having a full-time job, because with blogging you don't know what your income is going to be every single month.
Right.
It's never consistent. So yeah, not at this point.
Yeah. And
Also,
do you see yourself moving into like other formats of blogging? So like maybe vlogging or
no.
no, never?
I don't like being on camera. It's too scary for me.
What about like, I guess maybe filming stuff?
If like filming other, like traveling and that
Yeah.
sort of thing. Yeah. I do travel vlogs. Yeah.
You have a great life.
Only when I travel, which is not that often.
I'm gonna be that jealous hater. Like, you suck. Can't even think of a good one though. Okay. So I guess back to, what advice would you give to start a successful business?
I think you have to be really committed to it, and you have to like be able to be consistent. Because a lot of people like they start blogging and then they don't see it really going anywhere, or they get bored of it and then they just quit.
Yeah.
Instead of like they don't keep going. Like I think if you put your effort into it, then